Most Christians believe in soulmates. The idea feels comforting, doesn't it? That somewhere in the world, there is one perfect person designed just for you. Someone who completes you. Someone who makes love effortless. Someone destined by fate. But where did this idea come from? And more importantly, is it biblical? Let's investigate. What is a soulmate? A soulmate is commonly defined as the one perfect person in the world who is meant for you. Your missing half. Your destined match. In popular culture, this idea appears everywhere. Movies display magical, meant-to-be meetings. Song says, "I was made for you." Social media says, when you find your person, everything makes sense. It promises certainty. It promises completion. It promises ease. But is that how Scripture describes love? Where did the idea come from? Many assume the concept is biblical. It isn't. The earliest clear version of the soulmate idea comes from ancient Greek philosophy. In the Symposium, Plato described humans as once being whole beings, with 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 faces. The gods split them in half. Each half then spent its life searching for its other half. That missing piece became what we now call a soulmate. Not scripture, philosophy. Later, medieval poets romanticized this idea. They wrote of predestined lovers, of fate, of perfect matches. Modern media amplified it even further. Movies, music, and dating culture all reinforce one message that there is only one person for you. But repetition does not equal truth. Why does it feel so real? Because it answers deep fears. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of missing God's plan. Fear of being alone. Soulmates promise relief. If it's meant to be, it will happen. If it's difficult, it's not your person. But that mindset quietly reshapes how we view love. Instead of growth, we wait. Instead of wisdom, we look for signs. Instead of covenant and prayer, we chase chemistry. So what does Scripture actually teach? What the Bible actually says? Let's begin with Genesis 2. It is not good that the man should be alone. God creates Eve, and they become one flesh. What this teaches: marriage is God's design. Companionship is good. Unity is beautiful. What it does not teach: that every person has only one possible partner. That we are incomplete halves waiting for completion. Adam had one wife because he was the only man alive. The passage establishes marriage, not soulmates. Throughout Scripture, one flesh appears again. Genesis, Matthew 19, Ephesians 5. Notice something important. Oneness happens after covenant. Unity is formed through commitment. Love grows through faithfulness. The Bible never describes 2 mystical halves searching the earth. It describes covenant love built intentionally. Consider Isaac and Rebekah in Genesis 24. God guided the process. Prayer was involved. Wisdom was involved. But Scripture never says Rebekah was the only possible woman Isaac could have married. It shows God's providence, not romantic destiny. What Scripture emphasizes. Instead of finding your soulmate, the Bible emphasizes character over chemistry, shared faith, covenant commitment, sacrificial love. Ephesians 5 compares marriage to Christ and the church. The deepest union language in Scripture is not romantic. It is spiritual. The ultimate union is between the believer and Christ. So is the soulmate concept biblical? Not in the modern sense. The Bible teaches that you can marry through God's wise guidance. You can grow in love. You become one through covenant. God blesses faithful unions. Maybe you've been waiting for destiny. Maybe you've feared choosing wrong. Maybe you've assumed love should feel effortless. But biblical love is not about discovering fate. It's about building covenant. So, here's the real question. Are you searching for a soulmate? Or are you becoming the kind of person who can love wisely? What, where, and why exists to separate what Christians believe from what Scripture actually teaches. If you want clarity, not culture, stay with us. And tell me, has your perspective on soulmates changed?